Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. It's the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with Coach Brett Lashley before the game. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Got his man. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back on the move.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Rush right in his face. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking for running room. Turning it on! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. No score on the board yet as this offense has owned the ball in the first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Keeps it himself. Makes one man miss. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. he had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Nowhere to go.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Off play action. They're all over it. Going for 6. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
'11th play of this opening drive coming up at this one, a 3rd and long. Sets his feet, it's Jennings. Rushes on. He's sacked. This defense all over it. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wiggins. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Demon Deacons offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And out for the first time in this one is Carlos Hernandez. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game. All wideouts, no backs. Here's Lopez to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Snaps it in the shotgun. Under pressure. And down he goes. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Lopez wants to fire. Here comes the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Man, and that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
And the Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's a return from midfield. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throws to the tight end. Got his man.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Fresh set of downs going up top. Over the middle, it's Smith. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got it. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. SMU spends his 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Look out! And he avoids the sack.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, it's Clark. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Drops back on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
The Mustangs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Straight ahead, it's Clark.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throwing, Lopez. Bought a little time, lets it go. Turns it upfield. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. From the gun on 3rd down, Lopez. Left side is Hernandez. Oh, spin move. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Daniels. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Lopez. Snags it over the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Burrowing for yardage. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And this is a no-brainer. It's 4th down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the first down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save as much clock so we can get multiple scores.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Play action on 1st down. Looking deep. Snags it on the right. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on 1st down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
So they'll use a timeout here, 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Long way to go on 2nd down. They give it to him again. All over him immediately. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They boot it away. On the return, he'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Demon Deacons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's Lopez to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Davis. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Makes the grab. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Pulls it in. It's Clark. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Lopez to the air again. The throw. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And the Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Got his man in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Demon Deacons, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Rush right in his face. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Lopez to pass. Got his man on the right. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Again, it's Lopez. Throws to the wideout. Grabs it. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.